Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Objectively Bad podcast. Once again, we're back. My name's Dan. His name's Chad. And the intro was better this time. Congrats to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yay.
Yeah, go Dan. Everyone
to
clap for Dan. If you're not clapping, get it together.
Yeah, you should. To be fair, I have had more practice recently. I did just upload a video for the first time in another 3 weeks or so. So
Whoa.
that was good. I didn't record it recently. I think I actually recorded it back in May or streamed it back in May. But I did quite a bit of voiceover. So like the vocal cords have been warming up over the past week.
Nice.
Which is good.
Nice.
You know, that's usually helpful when speaking. But that video's been pretty good. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure if you're watching this, I still want to know if there's anyone that does watch this podcast that doesn't watch my main channel.
I like the idea that there is, and there's just one person, and this person refuses to look up your channel. Or just actually like hates your videos but loves ours somehow. That wouldn't make sense, but like I think it'd be kind of funny.
That would be good. I mean, there's probably people that like got bored of GTA but just are so intrigued by your sexy figure that they just have to watch this every single week.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them.
But yeah, the video's doing pretty well. It's completing every heist from a new account, speedrun style. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Good fun. Not much else to say about it. I know you've been playing games recently, not GTA.
Yes, I have.
But
no. Although I might soon if I get around to it.
Oh yeah,
but not GTA 5. So I have been getting into some like retro gaming. I've mentioned on the pod, like, I don't know, probably a couple months ago at this point, I like pulled out my old DS.
Yeah.
There's a game store really close to where I work. So I'm like, you know what? I think I might get a Game Boy. And I'm talking to my coworkers about this. And I'm like, I think I'm going to get a Game Boy. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go buy one. I'll look at prices. Like, I was like, I think the last time I perused over there, they weren't too bad. So before I could do that, I was telling them. And one of my coworkers was just like, yeah, so I have two and I don't use either of them.
Oh,
do you want one? He just gave it to me.
Hell yeah.
He's like, this is my Game Boy from when I was a kid. And it's the one in worst condition between the two. So far, it's in fine condition.
I mean, I feel like with a lot of those old techs, like especially a Game Boy, I feel like unless it's like literally the screen is cracked, bad condition doesn't really change much about it. Like it's like a block.
No.
It's like a Nokia phone. It's like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Those things were made really well back in the day because that's before companies figured out that they could make their tech last like a shorter period of time so you can keep buying their stuff. So like they were made really well.
Oh, dude, I remember because like I moved from iPhone to Android in like 2015 or so. I moved from the iPhone, I want to say like 9 or 10 to the Samsung S7 Edge. And I remember at the time, it was like around the time where all the info was coming out about like, oh, Apple makes their phones worse over the years with like new updates. So people buy new ones. And I remember like the copium, because like we had a good friend of ours who was a big Apple asshole liquor fanboy. And the copium of like saying, no, they don't make it worse at all. Like Apple would never do that was really funny at the time. Obviously now all tech companies do it, like Samsung does it as well. I don't think it's as intentional. Like there is obviously a part of it that's just like new tech, like the old tech can't keep up with new updates. Like you just physically can't have like one of the new updates on a Samsung S5 or whatever the fuck. It's just not going to work. But I remember like, I'm pretty sure there was a big lawsuit about Apple where like they were making battery life shorter on older phone versions with the new updates. So people would have to upgrade, which is scummy. I think we also see that it's like, do you know the term enshittification?
No.
I think it's used more so on the internet, but I heard it from my friend and it's basically enshittification, also known as crapification and platform decay, is a pattern in which two-sided online products and services decline in quality over time. So this is basically Twitter getting really shit. Like more ads, AI slop. We're seeing it with YouTube now because there was a recent change to the algorithm where they're basically, I don't know if you know too much about this, but August 13th, a new update came out where basically they're using AI to judge what your age is online. So even if you make a YouTube account and say, hey, I'm 18 years old, YouTube is now using AI to see what you're watching and predict your age based on that. So you could be a 25-year-old man watching Minecraft and My Little Pony, and they'll think you're a 13-year-old girl. And there's nothing you can really do about it. And that's causing a bunch of issues over YouTube because content like GTA is meant to be 18 plus. So if you're not 18 plus, it won't get recommended to you. And channels like mine and TG and other GT YouTubers are seeing a downfall in views. Basically, the YouTube enshittification. Seeing it with like streaming platforms as well, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and having ads in their like basic like packages, which they didn't before. I think it's just like a thing that's happening in every industry, basically.
Yeah.
Like I think it happened in like the just airplane industry as well. Because I saw a video a few years ago of like over decades, travel times on planes were getting faster and faster and faster, and now they've just like completely plateaued. And I think they even slowed down a little bit in like the 2000s or 2010s. My info may be a bit wrong, because like airplane companies didn't want to like make like super fast because then they couldn't like charge as much or whatever because the fuel costs.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, Boeing is like in the past couple years has not been getting a good rap for like how they've been making their planes.
Yeah. So just a bunch of annoying shit like that. But yeah, no, back to the Game Boy. That's been made brilliantly, and even like old DSs and PS2s. I feel like if you kept them in good condition, they still stay in good condition for the most part.
And it's not that hard to keep them in good condition.
No.
It's not like, you have to not, you just have to not break it.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're kind of like bricks. Yeah. I mean, there was a period of time like that Nokia phone would like, that would never break. I had a phone that was like, it would slide out and there's a little text thing that was tiny, like a keyboard. If you dropped it, the worst that would happen was the back case would fall out and the battery would fall out. And then you just put it back together. It's perfectly fine. And then there was this period of time where Apple was like, what if the iPhone was made of glass?
Yep, I remember that. Good stuff, man.
Good stuff. But yeah, this Game Boy, fantastic. I'm enjoying it. My coworker also lent me his copy of Pokemon Crystal. So I'm playing that. Very fun. I'm very happy he's done that because there's a lot of retro games out there that are pretty cheap. They're not too bad of a price. I've seen some go for 5 or 10 if they're just not in demand. Pokemon games are in demand, Dan.
Of course they are.
They're so expensive. I don't know if I've told you this, so you might just be able to guess it because I've told you. I'm going to describe to you a game and the condition it's in. And you're going to tell me how much it costs.
Gotcha.
At least at this game store. I want to say it was Pokemon Black 2. It might have been Black 1. Gotcha. Doesn't really matter. They're kind of back to back. So it's a DS game. Yep. It is the cartridge. It is a used cartridge. There is no packaging that it comes with. No box, no nothing. It is just Pokemon Black. Yep. 1 or 2. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Cartridge.
Yes.
Used.
I'm going to guess 40 USD.
$150.
Oh! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's more than what GTA 6 will cost. That's insane.
Dude, it's insane.
What? That should be.
I think I saw a game go up to like 300. It was in the packaging and it might have been new. It might have been used.
I could understand it being like original retail price. Why is it like triple? What the fuck?
Dude. And it's not even like a special it's not like a rare version of Pokemon Black. It's the regular.
It doesn't have the fucking case. Like,
it doesn't even have the case. It's just the cartridge. You can play all of these games on an emulator that you can find.
I have.
Semi-legally.
Like, hey,
it's not illegal for you.
I'm sure you can do it on an iPhone if you crack it, but like if you're on Android,
sure,
you can just download like an emulator and APK and play like every DS game. I'm not saying do it because it's illegal, but it's like.
But also,
theoretically, it is a thing you can do. It's good fun. That's fucking ridiculous.
I don't think I'll be buying any Pokemon games because, you said, I could just emulate it for free.
Yep.
But a lot of the rest of the games are not terribly expensive. Like I got for the DS, I got Star Wars Unleashed and like a Mario versus Donkey Kong 2, I think, which I haven't played yet. It looks weird. Each like $10.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And they have a ton of like, because this was in like late 90s and then early 2000s was the time of like, there's a movie that has come out, or there's a show that's come out. We're making a game alongside of it.
Yeah.
There are so many of them.
Yeah, we've talked about
I saw
this.
like
I love these.
There was an Incredibles game. There was a Cars game. There like,
dude, I played the Incredibles game on the PS2, loved it. Played the Cars game on the DS, loved it. All those games, they're like not good games by any standards. They're like just like they really are just like take the movie itself and make each like scene a mission. But they're so fun. Like I just love them.
If you like the IP, it can be really fun.
Yeah, and they're just like,
and again, $5-10, not bad.
The nice chill games, just sit back, have a good time. I wish they made more of them, but they don't really. Like I think they do still make like sometimes like movie to game games, but they're always like the Avatar Pandora game. They try and go like AAA with it and try and make it this big.
Yeah, that's
thing.
the thing. That's the thing is and again like I'm not gonna buy like a kind of shitty game that's it's fun, but not because it's good, but because it's like it's tied to an IP I like.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily gonna buy that for $70.
Yeah.
And people outside of Silksong, big ups to them, refuse to sell their games for like a lower price. Obviously, a lot of indie developers do, but if you're developing a game from a big IP, you're probably not an indie developer.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong about that, but like, if you're getting the money from like, let's say Disney, let's say they have a tie-in like a new Spider-Man game. There's a new Spider-Man movie come out next year. There's a new tie-in Spider-Man game. They're not going to the 5-person dev team going, here you go. They're going to like EA or like someone random.
Yeah. Like it would be so cool to get like a peacemaker game that's like $20 and it's just like 10 hours of gameplay.
That would be sweet.
Just like not open world, just like play through like missions that are based on like the show or something.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. That'd be really fun. You get John Cena to do the voice acting. I'm sure he would love it. You get, all the rest of the actors. I can't remember most of their names, but like I'm sure they'd be down. You get like a couple of hours of voice acting in. Throw them a little cash. That'd be great. So I have like 4 Dragon Ball games because he was like, yeah, I definitely don't play any of these. He was even like, I don't know if you need to play any of them. I haven't watched Dragon Ball. So he's like, one of these is good and the rest of them are like fun if you like Dragon Ball, and that's about it. Okay. So I was like, all right. But I'm excited. I'm playing Crystal. I'm sure that'll take up a bunch of my time.
Oh yeah.
This is my way of going out to all you listeners. Do you have anything ranging from the original Game Boy to the DS, not including 3DS? Do you got a game that you're like, you should get that's like a little more obscure? Throw it in the comments. I'm curious because like there's a ton of games out there.
Yeah,
and like just this one game store has a ton of games, but I don't necessarily know what's good or what's not. Like I might recognize IPs, but that doesn't mean it's good.
I will say, I don't know if you'd enjoy it because I don't know if you watched it, but one of my favorite DS games as a kid was a Bakugan game.
Okay, I didn't watch Bakugan.
It was so sick. It was so sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to.
I've been enjoying it.
Think back of what games I used to play. There was a bunch. Like, I mean, back in the day, you just buy a bunch of random DS cartridges, just play games, man.
Yeah, so they weren't that expensive. And also for reference, I specifically have the Game Boy Advance SP, which I've been enjoying. It's like it does the DS like flip open, but instead, the bottom half is just the controller and the top half is the screen. It feels good. It feels like good in my hand. Like it's nice and small, but it's not like so small that I feel like it's like too tiny for me. Like it feels like a really good size.
That's like the one thing that really intrigued me about like the original like Galaxy like Z Flip, because you could like use it like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Even like the new Flip, because it's like more of like a horizontal one where you get like double this screen. You can use it like a DS if you want to, which is really cool. Maybe.
I have a coworker that has one of the like vertical flips.
Yeah.
He likes it. I don't know. I've heard too many stories of them breaking in the middle. I
think the newer one is good. I don't know if they're good enough yet that I'd buy it. Maybe 1 or 2 more generations down, I'd consider it.
Yeah,
but
I'd agree.
We'll see. But Chad, obviously our podcast is called Objectively Bad, and
that's true.
One thing that is objectively bad is assholes.
True. It's in the name.
It is.
No one likes it.
Yeah, no one likes ass.
Well.
Holes.
Okay, there we go. Well.
Well.
Everyone likes something.
You have a good point. Yeah, if you haven't read the title, today we're going to be reading some Am I the Arsehole stories on Reddit. It's something we haven't done before on the podcast, and I thought it could be a good amount of fun.
Yeah.
So I've got like a few stories lined up here. We'll see how many we get through, and we'll give them a read, give our opinion, and see if they're the arsehole or not. Is basically the premise of this.
Oh, let's see.
So, Chad,
start me off.
First story.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the arsehole for refusing to play games with my wife?
Okay, this could go. I feel like before we even start, am I the assholes are a lot of times it's either the title is so innocent and you're like, no, you can't be, and then you start reading and you're like, oh my god, you are an asshole. Or it's the other way around where they say something that's just super like, oh, you sound like an asshole right now.
And then it's normal.
And this could kind of lead you into that. And I'm sure it could get into the like, every time we play, it turns into chaos, so I'm not gonna do it. So
yeah, no, that is exactly how it usually goes on this subreddit.
Yeah. So let's see where we're going with this.
Oh, my lips are a bit sticky. I'm gonna try and get through this. Ooh. Okay, so my 39 male, wife 33 female, and I have been together for 13 years, married for 11. We've always got along well. We're team players in basically all aspects of our lives together, and we're both pretty chill people. But whenever we play against each other on anything, she always wins. Which is a great start.
That's good.
It doesn't matter if it's Scrabble, Monopoly, a pub quiz, or whatever. I don't think I've ever beaten her. In 13 years, it's kind of crazy.
Wow.
It can be a game of chance or skill. It doesn't matter. It's getting old. I don't want to play anymore, and she's upset about it. Initial thoughts on the premise? There's more, but
I think that's really funny. I through stereotypes thought it was going to be the other way around. I also like that if you throw in games of luck, he's also still losing.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it doesn't even sound like he's just bad at gaming and she's good at gaming. Like that, you tend to see that a bit where like one person is just much better because they do it a lot more. But like, that'd be like if you played like a game of cards, like a game of like gin or something.
Yeah.
Like 100 times and he still
loses.
He won like
single
2
time.
of them somehow. Yeah, I'm sure this is a little exaggerated. He probably wins some of them, but
yeah,
like,
just
typically loses. I love it. I'm here for this.
Okay, let's keep going.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
It's not that she cheats. We sometimes disagree on how to interpret the rules, but either way, she wins. I've even tried cheating just to break the streak, but she still manages to pull off a victory.
Oh my god.
It's not that she's cheap or ruthless. She isn't mean or condescending or taunting or anything like that. She just always wins. Fair, square, and in a sportsman-like way. This is awesome.
Oh, this poor guy.
It isn't even like I'm plain stupid or bad at games at all. I always did well in school and when playing against others. I win sometimes and lose other times, just not with her. It's like some weird, almost supernatural thing where the universe won't let her lose, at least not against me. I don't want her to let me win either, because that's just humiliating. I just don't want to play against her anymore. I'm happy playing with her, example, parents versus kids, or in a game with no real winners or losers, but I'm tired of playing games where the outcome just seems predetermined no matter what I do. She says it sucks that I don't want to play, that I'm not being fair, that I'm writing off a whole genre of pastimes. Am I overreacting?
This is a good starter one, because this is pretty lighthearted. There are some of these where you're like, oh my god, like someone in this story is just a horrible human being. This is nice. This is a good start.
Funny.
First of all, this guy needs to get good. Like it does feel like there are supernatural forces behind this. Like what did he do in a past life to her past life?
Yeah.
Like there's something
So
I don't believe in any of it. There's something past the ethereal plane here.
So I will mention the 3 games he does mention is Scrabble, Monopoly, and a pub quiz. Scrabble and a pub quiz. Scrabble is a bit of luck based on what letters you get, but they are intelligence based.
Yeah.
Like that is like general knowledge and like knowledge of words. So if you're losing every single time in those, you are unfortunately just dumber than your wife. And then Monopoly, definitely way more game of chance, but still strategy based. Like
there's still
a way to win.
Enough strategy. See, that's what I want to know is like, are they playing a game like Gin, where it's like there's some amount of skill to Gin, but you know, when it comes down to it, it's mostly, well, what cards you end up getting.
Yeah, or like blackjack or something. Like there's technically
like
strategy, but like it's mostly luck based.
It's mostly luck.
Or Uno, you know.
Yeah. I would be curious to know that, because you do make a good point. Those are all like relatively, I mean, Scrabble and pub quizzes are literally knowledge-based games. So she could just be better at them.
Yeah, which
I don't even want to say smarter, but like smarter in that realm.
I don't believe in a concept of luck really. I think like obviously I say like if you win the lottery, oh I got lucky, but I don't think it's like some predetermined spiritual thing. I think it's just
it's chance,
just pure chance. So like with some of these games, he probably is just getting unlucky in that sense. But based on the ones he says and based on what a lot of games are, I think unfortunately he is just worse than his wife at a lot of things.
Yeah,
I think that just is the case. I mean, I will say, I kind of have personal experience with this.
Uh-oh.
So I've been recently seeing someone, and pretty much everything we've done, except for a game of pool, I have lost.
Damn!
I lost a game of darts, and she's never played darts before.
Ooh.
I lost one of the games of pool because I potted the white ball with the black ball.
Okay.
I lost a game of throwing basketball at like an arcade, which I shouldn't be doing considering how tall I am.
Yeah.
And I've played before.
You should just be able to like gently place it in the basket.
I should, but I lost. And then didn't. She's also just a lot better than me at like League of Legends and like other games like PUBG Mobile, which I've never played and stuff. So like I kind of I do understand, because I do get competitive with games and like not to like brag, but as you know, like with our friend group growing up, I've always been the best at like most games just because I've played them. Way more.
You've typically been the better one. You also tend to play them the most. Yeah. So there's correlation.
So like in this new situation where I'm like not the best anymore, it's I kind of understand the feeling this guy is going through, but also I mean, it's not everything. Like I think when it comes to like Scrabble or pub quiz, everything, I'd back myself to like at least like half the time, like a 50-50 amount win stuff. This guy's apparently not winning ever, which like I do get brutal. It. That for 13 years, that sucks.
I think he needs to change the games up. I will say I don't think he's an asshole, because like
no, I don't think he is either.
I get it. I don't think either of them are, because it sounds like they're both like going into this very well. Like it sounds like she's not like, you know, she's not a bad winner. He's not a bad loser necessarily.
Yeah. It seems like he's not a bad loser in the moment, but outside of the games, he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Which like it does kind of suck, because if it is something she enjoys doing and he's taking that away from her, it does suck. But like I guess like there's got to be some game that is like completely chance based they can compromise on, because like there's no way they play Uno 20 times in a row and he never wins. That's just like not happening.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like, unless he's an actual moron, which he doesn't say he is.
Doesn't seem like he is.
I don't.
But you know that could. Yeah, I wonder if he does need to change up his games. Like I wonder if I think he even says he's playing games of luck, but like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just. I mean, he can go the opposite way of, or not the opposite way. I think he kind of mentions this, but like, just really push cooperative games.
Yeah, that too. I did hear a story on a different Reddit show or something a few days ago, where a guy was worse than his girlfriend at like a fighting game, I think Street Fighter or Tekken or something. So the guy actually hired a coach and practiced so much that he just wiped the fucking floor with his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Which I think that's what this guy should do. He should devote all his time to getting better at games so he can wipe the floor with her. I think that would be funny.
He finds like a Scrabble coach, and he's like refusing to play Scrabble for weeks.
Yep.
And then finally he like puts the board down. He's like, I'm ready.
Yes.
He pulls like the karate like headband over.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what he needs to do.
I think that's what he needs to do.
Although there is an update, and it is it is extremely funny.
Okay.
So
go for it.
Update. I opened investment counts for the both of us. At her request, I chose secure funds for hers with a reasonable but not so high historical growth rate. For myself, I opened 2 accounts and chose 2 indexes that have performed best over the last 10 years, with historical growth rates around 4 times higher than hers. The risk was higher, but not crazy. Medium risk in terms of like stock growth. The result. Her account has significantly outperformed, growing 2 to 3 times higher in the past years. As for mine,
oh my god!
As for mine, not only have my funds underperformed, they've actually gone negative. But
oh my god, this guy.
Good thing I put 10 times more money in hers than in my own. I think I found a new game for us to play together. That is an incredible way to
I love
end that.
Well, okay, so I guess here's the question, because we're at this rate, I almost think there is just like the permanent stat of she will win and he will lose. That's just like if life was a game, that's where we're at. If he bets on her, does she do worse?
That's a good question. That's like some sort of
like, can he
force
try and
versus unstoppable?
Yeah,
unstoppable force versus a movable object.
Mm-hmm. Can he like reverse psychology this, where he's like, I'm actually gonna bet against myself and for her? Will he still just lose, or like, well, I guess he loses or he wins and loses in both. He wins in both sense, because either he bets on her, or she wins, he loses, but like he won because he bet on her.
True, it's a good question.
Or he loses that bet because he won.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's both a win.
I don't know how that works. All I'm going to say is I pray this guy doesn't get divorced, because he is losing everything.
Yeah. He is.
Fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's...
But I say final verdict, not the asshole.
Final verdict, not the asshole. Just get good.
Yeah, just get good.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that. Okay, next story. A bit of a shorter one, but I guess something we can have an opinion on. So, am I the arsehole for leaving dinner early after my boyfriend's friend introduced me as the current one?
Oh, okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, this is never a good thing to say, but like if like a 15-year-old said this, you can like say it's immaturity.
Sure.
So my boyfriend, 31 male, invited me.
Great.
No, invited me to dinner with his old college group. Also not great. One of his female friends, also not great, 30F, who I've never met before, came late, looked me up and down, then said, "Oh, so you're the current one. Cute."
Oh, so she's the ex-girlfriend.
Or like she has a crush on him for sure.
Probably.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was stunned. No one laughed, no one corrected her. My boyfriend just kind of chuckled awkwardly and changed the subject. I sat there in silence for another 20 minutes before excusing myself and leaving. I took an Uber home. He called me later and said I embarrassed him by making it a thing, and I should have just been chill because she didn't mean anything by it. He wants me to apologize to her for walking out like a child. Am I the arsehole? Am I the arsehole for not tolerating that kind of blatant disrespect?
Somehow, I think everyone is wrong in this situation. I think she's the least wrong. Because it's fair. That was disrespectful. But also, I feel like there was a better way to do that than just leave.
Probably. I mean, yeah, she could have... I understand if she's been invited over to his place with a bunch of his old college friends, she probably feels like the singled out one, being like the one person not a part of the group. So I definitely understand why she'd want to leave. I think like the better thing she probably could have done is like taken her boyfriend aside. If she didn't want to confront the group as a whole, take her boyfriend aside, say like, hey, what the fuck was that? Can you like say something to her? And if the boyfriend, like clearly the boyfriend's like a massive arsehole, but making her apologize to the female friend for saying that is crazy.
Oh, yeah, no. She's not the asshole in this situation. I think she could have handled it slightly better, but also everyone else was kind of an asshole. It sounds like it was a group of a bunch of awkward people who were not willing to have any amount of confrontation.
Or a bunch of people that are like awkward about this girl's behavior specifically.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've all known, like in a friend group or in other friend groups, there's always that one person that like is kind of there, makes like weird comments, but you don't really like know what to do about them. So you just sort of like awkward, like laugh things off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess maybe like if she's like, I don't want to assume things, but if she's like a hot female friend in the group and there are other guys there that maybe have a crush on her, they probably don't want to tell her off for like no reason. It could be like that sort of thing. What?
They're also all in their 30s. Not to say that you like...
Exactly. That's why it's even more of a red flag.
Be attracted to people in your 30s, because obviously you can. But like, that's like high school bullshit.
Yeah. Well, the fact
I think that's where I'm coming with from this.
I'm like picturing this, like they say his old college group. So I'm picturing like frat guys and like like the ex-cheerleader girl in this situation. Even just like the way she says, oh, so you're the current one, cute. It sounds like a very like high school college-y type thing. So it sounds like these people just have not grown the fuck up at all.
Yeah.
Because also
probably including her boyfriend.
Yeah. Because like, well, considering she says you're the current one means like he goes through a lot of women, it would seem. And I'm not telling anyone they have to settle down at 31, but you would think like once you're in your 30s, you're getting a little bit more serious about relationships to some degree.
Sure.
So it's not the greatest thing.
I think he was like 31. We also, just because she said, oh, you're the current one, doesn't mean he's like, you know, going through a lot of women.
Yeah, she could be just completely messing with her.
And I could totally see that. I mean, we don't know. I'd say not the asshole, but like, those people need to grow up.
Yeah. So I'm reading some comments here. So not the asshole, now ex-boyfriend, right? Question mark. And the OP responded, haha, not yet, but it's definitely on the table. This whole situation opened my eyes to some things I've been brushing off for too long. If he can't stand up for me in something this obvious, what happens when it's something bigger? Great fucking point.
Yeah.
Not the arsehole, the people who should be embarrassed are the friend who made the remark, and your boyfriend for not shutting her down. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing is like the fact that no one made a comment when she did that. I can understand how like the OP, the original poster for anyone that doesn't know Reddit lingo, the OP like not saying anything. I could understand because it's like you don't really know anyone there. You're kind of awkward. No one saying anything, not even the boyfriend being like, oh, haha, silly, like you're such a goof or like, or just like, fuck off, you know, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have said anything to like somewhat diffuse the situation, but no one said anything, just moved on. That's really awkward as fuck.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah, and then
just chilled though, Dan.
Should have just chilled. Yeah, 1.5k upvotes. Let me guess, she's the pick-me of the group that slept with them all. Don't want to assume anything, but that does sort of read like how it could be. I mean, like, what other reason when there's such a bold statement like that that's clearly disrespectful, but not a single person in the room to not like say anything to her? It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, I think like doing like I don't understand how anyone could like tolerate blatant, open disrespect to your partner. That's like not in like a jokey way. Like, even in a jokey way, it's bad, but like. If your partner like says something like wrong or does like math wrong and someone like bullies him a little bit, like depending on how like sensitive they are, that's fine. But like this is like disrespectful on their relationship.
It's rude.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Did it say how long they were dating?
No, it didn't say how long they were dating. I don't know if
because that's the other thing. I wouldn't be shocked if they haven't necessarily been dating that long. Because if like this is the first time that this is coming up.
Yeah, if it's the first time the college friends are meeting her, they've probably been together for like maybe a couple of months at the longest.
Unless like they just all like they don't live anywhere near each other.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a little. Yeah, not the asshole. Everyone else kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
Not great.
Yeah. All right, next story. Now, there's two ones here. I'm gonna go for this one. It has 0 upvotes and 43 comments from 4 years ago. Am I the asshole? I told my girlfriend she is cringe. Which is, I picked it because
this could go anywhere.
Yeah, I have not read this. I just picked it because the title's funny.
Nice. Yeah, it's a funny title.
And even the writing is there's not much punctuation. I'll do my best.
Okay, good luck.
Hi. For your information, I was 17 female. I was 17 female, and the person I was dating was 17 female. So it's a gay relationship. I was not expecting that. I was fully expecting it to be like a 15-year-old boy calling their girlfriend
that
cringe.
sounded like a 15-year-old boy 100%.
No, so it's female on female.
Okay.
My girlfriend is someone who likes to dance weirdly in public, and she also sings in cartoon voices in public. I find both of these traits cringe, and I had felt that for a long time, and I thought one day I would stop feeling this way because I thought it might be my OCD. 10 months into my relationship, me, my girlfriend, and a friend went to the movies, and she did it again, which still made me cringe a little inside. On this particular day, my friend was going to a sleepover at my girlfriend's place for the first time. I went to my home first, then around 10 p.m. I texted her how I felt about a lot of things. One, being just yesterday she told me she could be asexual, which she never stated to me before. P.S. I am not asexual at all, and she knows that. 2, how I feel about the behaviors mentioned before, and like maybe she can stop doing all that and sing in a normal voice, and I find it kind of cringe. I'm not sure if I told you about it being in public or not, I don't remember. The next day, I felt really bad about the discussion, so I sent her an apology. Fast forward 2 weeks. She broke up with me because of incompatibility, and because the day I had a first fight with her was a day my friend this punctuation's really bad, sorry. Fast forward 2 weeks, she broke up with me because of incompatibility, and because the day I had my first fight with her was the same day my friend slept over with her, which was really important to her, I guess. Which I didn't think about before, because my friend told me that she would be doing homework, so I figured my girlfriend would be able to answer my texts. If it's not, it's fine. Is me texting her on that particular day and telling her I find her behavior cringe really that bad, even after multiple apologies I couldn't save the relationship? Everything else about the relationship is great, other than that she never asks me out first or makes plans and never calls me first. Not a great sign. Stop saying just break up or something. This isn't even a big aspect of the relationship. Why would I break up over something I'm mildly annoyed by? About the singing and dancing and stuff. And I thought that the couples were able to just tell each other anything. I also know it isn't her fault and I never blamed her. It's fine if she still wants to do that, but I just wanted to tell her how I felt. I thought about how she might feel, and she probably doesn't feel as offended as you guys are.
I just imagine there's not a single period in that entire paragraph.
There's not many.
Yeah. Oh god, I gotta like take it all in. See, the last one felt like, oh man, that's such high school shit. This is such high school stuff. Like, and that's not to like put anything against that.
Oh no, my girlfriend
is
like a fun person that dances and sings. I hate it's so cringe. I can't be around her.
Yeah, I could understand if she's like going out in public and being loud and
like disruptive to people.
Voice and disruptive. I could see how like that's annoying. That's whatever.
Yeah, I can understand if you're like, hey, I don't know how comfortable I am about you being like that intense out in public. I'm fine if you do it in a more private space, but like if we're like at the train station, maybe don't break out into song and dance. I can understand that. That's fine. Maybe she didn't convey that message to her girlfriend in the best way.
I probably should have been an in-person conversation.
Yep, I agree. Also, the thing she's actually asking about her being an arsehole about was texting these complaints to her girlfriend the same night that her girlfriend was having a sleepover with her friend a bad choice.
Not at all.
Really?
It's maybe not the best choice, but I don't think it's like I wouldn't say you're an asshole for
no, I wouldn't say you're an asshole, but I think you could maybe wait until I do understand why it'd be annoying, because like you're trying to have a fun time with your friend, and then your partner comes with you to complain. it could like mess up the vibes of the night, which like I guess if it's a serious complaint, I would say like if you found out your girlfriend's cheating on you and your girlfriend's out with your friends, no, you fucking tell her. Like don't wait for her to like finish the night.
Yeah.
But like something like this, you maybe could have waited for the next day. Or in person, ideally. Wait for the next day, tell her in person. It's probably the better thing to do. And she said even at the end, the OP said it wasn't that big of a problem. So like you probably could have waited a little bit.
Yeah, they probably could have. I think there's a lot of like things could have been done better.
Yeah.
But I think like it's a different question of like who was in the right and who was in the wrong versus who was the asshole or not.
Yeah.
Because it's all down to like intention. If your intention was just to be a shithead, then you're the asshole. I don't think this person's intentions were bad.
No, I think
they're just young and they picked like bad timing.
Yeah.
And like
they're just a bit young, a bit emotionally immature. I mean, they've been together 10 months, which is a decent amount of time. But like, if you're like every time you go out with your partner, you're like, oh god, she's so cringe in like a negative way. Because I think cringe can be like cute and funny. But if it's like always in a negative way where it's annoying you, you maybe either just talk about it and say like, hey, if this is something that's like an integral part of you that you're not going to stop, then we should probably break up. If it's something that you can like tone down and not do in public, then you can figure it out. Yeah, comments, top comment, okay, but if someone I'm dating me calls me kinda cringe and they're 100% serious, bye.
Sure. I mean, it sounds like they needed to break up.
Yeah, it does.
Because they just, I mean, it sounds like the other person was totally right, where they're like, yeah, we're not compatible. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. This person says, you're the arsehole. Sounds like you just didn't actually like her. You didn't have to degrade her to tell her that you were incompatible. You should have broken it off a while ago and work on communicating consistently instead of dumping a bunch of issues on your partner all at once. Yeah.
I could agree with that.
I mean, she does say they've been together 10 months and she would have known early on that her girlfriend likes to dance and sing in public weirdly. She probably could have told her like straight away, like, hey, can we not do that like in public, at least not when you're with me because I'm like uncomfortable about it. But she waited 10. It would be weird if like you got with someone, there was a trait that you found like really uncomfortable to be around. Then a year later you were like, hey, it's this thing you've been doing like pretty much daily when we're together for a whole year. I don't like it.
It's kind of just being like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I give this person a lot more leeway than I probably should because I'm like, well, they're just young and
they are young. They're 17. Like
they don't. They're 17. Like
I think
they're learning.
When you're young, your first relationships or like early relationships in high school feel a lot more like world ending if you leave than they actually are.
Dude, it's crazy how like intense that stuff is in high school, and then like I don't know, 10 years later you're an adult and you've had multiple relationships, and you're just like, actually, it's not that it's not a big deal, and like having a relationship isn't a big deal, but like thinking back just generally on high school, I'm like, I cared so much about this thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, like, especially when it comes to relationships.
That's what high school is.
Obviously, I don't hold the opinion of like, oh, you should find the person who is perfect for you. Because I don't think like one that's very difficult to find. You should just find a person that like, like if you find a person that's like 95% good and there's like a few small things that you cringe at or a bit strange, that's pretty damn good. Like
it's pretty good.
I don't really believe in like the one person soulmate thing. So, but like when it comes to stuff like this, if there's like such a big thing that like every time you go out with them, it's like annoying you, you should probably break up and find someone who doesn't piss you off every time you're with them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like if
they could have handled the situation better for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, I guess like the girlfriend broke up with her after that, like straight away without even talking. That's probably also a little bit of a, I give like, it's not as bad because like you did just dump a bunch of like issues on her like straight away. You maybe could have talked it out, but yeah, that is not the, I don't know if I'd go as far to say she's an asshole. I think she's just emotionally immature.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Most of the comments are saying you're the asshole though, so I guess I could lean towards that.
I mean, if you have to make it binary, then I'd say probably yes.
Yeah,
she's the asshole. But it's a very light asshole, a very bleached asshole, if you will.
God. All right, this one just from the title kind of hurts a little bit. Okay. So we'll see what we think. Am I the asshole for turning my husband's gaming room into an office?
I'm already hurting.
Yeah, as gamers ourselves,
I can feel it in the back.
This is painful. So, my husband is out of a job. He has been for months now and doesn't have any money because he spent it all on gears and animals. I'm the breadwinner right now and recently was given a work from home job. We have 2 kids that understandably make a lot of noise, so there's not a quiet spot in the house except for the bedroom, but my husband refused to let me work from there and said that 1, it makes me look unprofessional, and 2, he doesn't want to be restricted from this space. I asked if he'd let me take his gaming room and turn it into an office temporarily. He said no. I had a fight with him and ended up moving his gaming stuff into the bedroom. He found out and lost his temper. I told him he left me no choice, especially after I offered a compromise to share the room. But since he plays at random times, he said no. He kept yelling at me and calling me irresponsible and a dictator. I firmly told him that this is part of the house and that it's my space too, but he said no, your space is the kitchen.
Oh.
This pushed me to lash back at him, and he left, but he said that by the time he got back, everything needed to be put back. He came home drunk, so I didn't want to fight with him. Then he kept ranting about wanting his room back, even after I tried to convince him to play in the bedroom all he wants. Yet he's not having it, and he wants the atmosphere that his gaming room has. Am I the arsehole for this, or is he being unreasonable? I'll give him the room back if it turns out I'm the arsehole. Okay.
So I think this is our classic example of like the title kind of leans one direction, and then you're like, oh, there is so. I think all of the rest of the ones we've read today, there's some like grayness in there. There's some, there's some more like difference in morality here. She's perfectly fine, and sounds like a waste of a human being.
Yeah, like, I mean, you, like, I don't know if you've really seen the camera, but you share your office with your partner.
We share an office, and it works great.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can...
No issues.
I would understand... It's like, for me, my office is, like, literally an office because I work from here. So I would completely understand. Like, for me, I don't know if I'd want to share my office with someone because, like, if I'm streaming or playing games, I'm being loud. You don't want background noise to pick up. Sometimes you feel uncomfortable if someone else is in the room when you're talking to other people, depending on who you are. So I could understand that. But he is just gaming. He has no job.
Well, and the thing is, you said like when you're in the office, like that, like that's where you work. So you want like, you don't want anyone in there. You want like it to be your space.
Yep.
That's what she's going for because she is working and making money.
Yep.
This is kind of a beggars can't be choosers. You're not making money right now.
Yep.
And not to say that like, not to put that, kind of like, well, if you're not the breadwinner, you don't get choices. But like, I mean, I'm sorry, if she's doing something that's specifically helpful to, making money for the household and you're just, and I mean, she makes him sound like an unemployed bum and he might be. There's a chance that, she'd make it sound worse.
The fact that his reaction was to say, no, your space is in the kitchen and then go out and get drunk.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
It's really bad. It's really,
that's
really
some
bad.
real bum material right there.
And we kind of brushed over this point, but she says he came home drunk, so I didn't want to fight him, which kind of makes it seem like he's fought her before.
Yeah.
Maybe not physically, but at least like emotionally abusively.
I was like, this doesn't sound like a good relationship. Like, I'd love to know more about
with 2 kids as well.
Behind the scenes.
I mean, we can read some comments and stuff. And like an
update. Let's go through some comments.
Well, there's some more clarification. So firstly, when he said my space is the kitchen, I think what he meant is that I control everything there, from decoration to appliances, and I spend more time in there compared to him. I mean, I don't know if I believe that. I think he's gaslighting her a bit there. The way you say...
I would bet money this unemployed bum doesn't cook even though he has nothing to do all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so go back to the breadwinner thing. If she didn't work from home, if she had an office job and she was like, I want to take your gaming room for you, I could understand a little bit more of him being like, no, this is my space. But the fact it's her like that's basically her office. Like she needs that room to make money so your family doesn't go homeless or like foodless.
Yeah.
So there's just like no argument for that at all. Yeah, but if he was like, if he like, I don't know. I also agree that just because you're the breadwinner doesn't mean you should have control over your house. But at the same time, if you're contributing nothing and the other person's contributing a lot and they need this space for something important, I mean, they should probably, the decision's more so theirs. But yeah, like with the kitchen thing, I understand what he means. Like, oh, it's her space. She decorates and uses it. But like saying that is not great. It's definitely motivated in a not good way. And then secondly, he used to contribute in a lot of things when he had a job. He used to pay for the kids' needs and handle bills and groceries while I handled other things. He makes sure to remind me about how much he used to do every day and tends to bring it up in every argument. He's not happy with losing his job, but circumstances are uncontrollable.
I will give him that. Like, I don't know how current this post is. I'm assuming pretty recent.
4 years ago, so COVID.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, the job market since COVID has been bad. Like, there's been a lot of layoffs. So, like, I understand that. The way she's portraying him is that he is kind of a bum.
Well, I understand.
And that's how I'm interpreting it.
If you're in this situation with your partner, you get fired from your job. I can understand you being pretty disheartened, saying circumstances are uncontrollable. If you get suddenly laid off, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, that happens. I know people that it's happened to.
What you can do about it is not sit on your ass for 8 hours a day playing video games and not doing anything. Like, maybe you can't make money, but you could, like, she doesn't mention anything about him, like, cooking and, like, now using the kitchen, cleaning, trying to get online work. He just sits there all day.
Applying for jobs.
Well, the thing is, it's during COVID, like just after, but she says he came home drunk. So he, like, bars are open and stuff. So, like, he probably could get part-time work somewhere. If he really tried, he could probably go work at a grocery store or a bar or something. But it seems that he just doesn't want to.
I got a job during COVID.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. So if he really wanted to help out, he probably could. I think the bigger asshole thing here is the fact that he always brings up in arguments how much he used to help. It's like, that's great, man. You're not doing it now, so it doesn't fucking matter.
He's also like, there's a form of arguing where you both have different valid points and you're trying to come to a conclusion. But as like a partnership, your goal is not to win over the other person.
Yep.
The goal is to work as well together as physically possible and come together and make the best for your lives. And he sounds like he's just trying to win.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying to win more than that other guy who can't win a single fucking game for his life.
True.
Yeah, he should get some advice from him.
That guy would have lost his gaming room for sure.
Oh, 100%. So, comment here, not the asshole. Can't work in your room, can't work in his gaming room. Your kids need to be taken care of. Saying you belong in the kitchen is such a degrading comment. I hope things improve for you both. And the OP responds, honestly, it's tiring having to even fight about this. I've offered more than compromise, but he wasn't having any of it. I get that his gaming room is his personal space that he worked hard to create, but I wouldn't have done this if circumstances were different. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he totally could have compromised and been like, hey, when you're working, this is your room. When you're not working, it's my room. That's fair. While we're working, my partner isn't in this room. The door is closed. My cat's in this room because she's currently being an angel.
Because your cat is more important than your partner.
Yes. She's also at work. But like when she has class, I'm out of the room.
Yeah.
It's compromise. It's very easy. It's not hard.
No, not at all.
No.
Say she's working a 9 to 5 in office. Like, she has a work from home job, right? So I highly doubt her work from home job like requires her to be like on call, not like 8 hours straight. She probably has like some meetings here and there. If they shared a room together, he could be playing games while she's doing like menial work in the background. Put headphones on, don't be too loud. And then she's like, hey, buddy boy, partner, husband, man, I'm about to go into a meeting. Can you fuck off for a bit? And like, there's no problem with that.
Or even you could set up the office where like you don't see the other person, or you could see the other person. I don't think that really matters. You could put a virtual background in, or it's like, I don't know, if you're working remote, some people are working in a spot where there's other people, and that's fine.
Yeah, like if
Like,
it was during COVID,
disruptive.
if it's during COVID, a lot of people didn't have the privilege of having like an office space in the house. They'd work in the living room or kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't think your boss is going to be mad that your husband's playing games in the background as long as it's not distracting to you.
Yeah, as long as he's just sitting there quietly playing games. I mean, I've seen like professors have like dogs and kids run around in the background. Shit happens. Like, that's fine. Yeah, this guy's an asshole. She's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So this is a pretty long reply, but so this is in response to the no, your space is a kitchen comment. And this person says, this sealed the deal for me. You're raising 3 kids. I thought it was 2. 3 kids. I'm a gamer myself, but if I were a stay-at-home dad, I'd be doing everything to make it easier for her while looking for a damn job. I agree. Then bro said your space is the kitchen. I have no words. Might want to reevaluate your marriage with this guy. Not saying divorce. Actually, I kind of am, but this dude needs a lesson. Not the arsehole, not the arsehole, not the arsehole. And then the OP responds, he actually said that in comparison to the gaming room. He pointed out how I control everything in the kitchen from decorations to time spent in it, but I don't think it's the same because he just doesn't want to spend time in the kitchen. Yeah, he's just being a dickhead about it. It's not about the decorations at all. He's saying you need to spend time in the kitchen because you cook and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just an asshole.
I don't absolutely think that, oh, if one person's working, the other person needs to do all the cooking. But like, if she's doing all the work and you don't have a job, you should at least do some or help a little bit.
Look, if I didn't have a job, I'd be like, I'd be chefing it up.
Yeah,
I'd be doing everything.
I mean, at least for like yourself at the bare minimum. Like, what's he eating?
Yeah.
If she's at work all day, is he telling her on her lunch break to go cook a full meal for both of them? That's kind of crazy.
I was gonna say, I like the idea she gets home from work and he's sitting on the corner going, "Where's my meatloaf?" And it's like, you didn't do anything all day. Make your own damn meatloaf.
But then the same commenter replied again to that OP response. He's comparing apples to bricks. The kitchen isn't your unwind/R&R space. The gaming room is.
True.
He should have just accepted the compromise. The fact that without a job, you won't have a roof over your heads escapes him baffles me. I'm sure you already know this is a bullshit comparison, but your phrasing suggests to me that you've grown somewhat content with his behavior. He should be better. I bet that he's using your money for that booze he's drinking. And probably games as well.
Probably.
I'm unmarried, never been, so maybe I'm not the best guy to take advice from, but I'd like to think that a marriage is a partnership. You two should be a team. He's not pulling his weight as a partner. I'm pretty sure that you're cleaning the house, cooking, all that stuff. What does this guy have to offer as a husband you'll be with, presumably for the rest of your lives? He's acting like a petulant child, and I wouldn't stand for it. In your response to the edit, he's throwing in your face what he used to do, not what he's doing now. This isn't an obligation with a time frame. The more I see, the more I believe he's not ready for marriage. Yeah.
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 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to know if they got divorced.
Me too. Let me go to the profile and see if I can find any updates.
I definitely know people have a tendency, if they have kids, they're a lot less likely to get divorced.
This is their
because it's harder, and that's fair.
Yeah, this is their only post, and the only other comment that she made was to a comment saying, "Why is he unemployed in the current market? Businesses are crying out for staff. I do not understand. I understand they're not all great jobs though." And then she said, "He is struggling to find a job that is in his field. He keeps looking, but nothing comes up." And then someone responded in what we would be saying, "So he needs to take what he can in the meantime, like an adult. Yeah. Although that might be tough for him, considering he's clearly an overgrown toddler pretending to be adult." Yeah, I mean, like, making $10 an hour is more than making no bucks an hour. And when you have 2 kids to raise and a house to pay for, you just need to be making money to some degree.
Yeah, I mean, or at the very least, if you're like, okay, I'm just gonna look for my career job. At that point, it's stay-at-home dad time. I'm doing not everything for the kids, but I'm doing a lot for the kids. I'm taking them all their appointments. I'm taking them to soccer practice. I'm cooking dinner.
Yeah.
I'm doing laundry. Like that's what I would do if I was, if I had 40 hours more than my partner.
Yep.
A week, and more considering you got to throw in drive time. I guess she was remote, so but like,
I mean, it's
slack.
that and like cut your gaming time in half or more and use all that time to be applying to jobs like crazy.
Yeah, it's not even like they're a couple and they don't have kids. They have kids. Like there is inherently something to be doing.
Yeah, like if they were only a couple and she was making a lot of money that could support the both of them, and he got fired from his job in COVID and he was really upset, I can understand taking a few months to get back on your feet. But when there's kids involved and their futures and everything, like every month of income matters when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like saving up for college.
And I think there's a period. Yeah, I think there's a period of time of like, okay, you've been fired from your job. All right, let's spend some time looking for stuff in your career. I would say 2 or 3 months is the point where you're like, all right, I haven't, like, if you're getting interviews and you're getting really close and you're not getting a job, I say keep pushing because it sounds like you're almost there.
Yeah.
But if you're getting absolutely nowhere, that's where you're like, all right, I'm going to go work part-time.
Yeah. I think like you can afford to apply to jobs for a few months, but if you've got absolutely nothing, you go work at a pizza place or at a movie cinema or grocery store.
Go to a cinema, go to a restaurant, go to retail, something where like they will hire anyone.
Even if it's only like 20 hours a week, like that's something.
Yeah. Spend 20 hours a week working, 20 hours a week applying to jobs.
Or being a good stay-at-home dad.
Or being a good dad.
Yeah. I know, it just sounds like the guy is... Like, it sounds like he maybe was... Well, from the way she says it, it sounds like he was maybe a good dad at one point. I doubt that he was. I think he was just better than he is now, but still nothing special. And she's just used to more than he's currently doing, but probably still isn't great. Because I know...
Well, yeah.
I know getting fired from a job can affect you, but like I feel like it doesn't turn you from this amazing father into someone that gets drunk and misogynistic and stuff.
Yeah, I would bet that he was probably great because he was paying the bills and like 40 hours a week he wasn't there. So it's also like if you're gone from your family for 40 hours a week, the rest of the time you're a little more excited to see him, or maybe if you're there the whole time.
Yeah. No, it literally,
I think the cracks start to show.
She literally said that he used to contribute by paying for the kids' needs, handling bills and groceries. Doesn't say anything about like, cooking dinner or taking them to practice or cleaning. It was literally just financial stuff. So
yeah,
based on I can't assume anything, but based on what she said, the things he was good at as a husband was bringing in money. And with that gone, it sounds like he's practically useless now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so not the asshole for the wife at all.
Not the asshole.
This is a very clear-cut one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one was pretty easy.
I'll say this will be our last story.
Okay.
I think this is a good one to end on. Another gaming one, and again, this one could hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the arsehole for taking away my son's access to games for deleting all of my progress from all of my games? That's rough.
Oof.
I, 34 female, have a very spoiled 13-year-old son we call Junior. In our home, we absolutely love gaming when we have the chance, so Junior has access to all of our game systems. He mostly plays the PS5, but occasionally will play the Switch. So, a big rule I have for my Switch, which he broke on accident, is absolutely no Fortnite. He has it on every system he can get it on, but I don't want it on mine, nor do I have the space. Also, side comment, Fortnite on the Switch is fucking terrible, so I don't know why you'd want it anyways. Currently at home with a very needy newborn who won't nap unless I'm holding him. This is after 5 months of strict bed rest while pregnant. As you can imagine, I've been getting a lot of time to play on the Switch, but when Junior asked to use it to play a game, I gave it up. Upon getting it back this morning, I went to play one of my games, Stardew Valley, to find half of my games uninstalled and Fortnite on it. I was aggravated, but whatever. I was stressed and just wanted to relax, so I deleted it and its data, Fortnite. When I launched my game, Stardew Valley, all my progress was gone. I checked my other games to find the same. Long story short, I had a stern talk with Junior and grounded him from all of the systems. As you can imagine, he was furious. He yelled, went to his room and slammed his door, all of which woke the baby. Next thing I knew, I got a call from my mum saying games aren't meant for kids and I needed to get over it and give her grandbaby... Wait. I got a call from my mum saying games are meant for kids and I needed to get over it and give her grandbaby his games back. I told her absolutely not and went and grounded Junior from his phone as well. My mum is still blowing up my phone and threatened to come save her grandbaby since I can't grow up and parent properly. Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
First of all, grandma, fucking get it together.
Yeah, that's so what happened is the 13-year-old was upset that he got grounded, went to his room, texted his grandma saying, "Grandma, my mom grounded me from playing games, help me." And then the grandmother told her daughter to grow the fuck up and tell her and give her grandbaby his games back. That's crazy.
And she sided with the kid. She sided with a 13-year-old shithead boy
about video games. I'm shocked that a grandmother is like, yes, video games are good for children. That's not
old people classically hate video games.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I don't know if she likes video games. I think she just likes her grandkid and just wants him to be happy.
Sure. This kid sounds spoiled, and I honestly kind of wonder if grandma is partially at fault.
I think grandma's definitely at fault. I think the mum, while I don't think she's an arsehole, I mean, when you have a spoiled kid, at least some part of it does come down to the way they were raised, which is on the mum. If she was like, we don't have much context. If she was letting him play games from like 2 years old and just like all the time, you can understand why he'd get spoiled like that. It doesn't excuse the fact that he's like deleting games. He's 13 years old. He's old enough to know how games work and save files. If he was 7, I'd be like, he's 7. He's a bit of an idiot. At 13, you know.
He probably did it on accident.
Yeah.
At 13, like,
you know.
And it's not like he came up to her. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize what I did. Like, I accidentally deleted your stuff. Like, I was trying to do this and it didn't work." It was, "You've told me not to download Fortnite on this Switch multiple times and have given me access on literally anything else." Like, it sounds like they have a PC and a PlayStation, or at least just a PlayStation.
Yep.
Like, there are other modes to play Fortnite that he could have done. And he somehow picked the worst mode.
And better ones. Why don't you just go play Fortnite on the PS5?
Yeah.
Like, what?
But even after that, he broke a rule that was very fair and didn't need to be broken whatsoever.
No.
Didn't say anything, and then got mad when he faced the consequences of his actions. And look, kids get mad when they face the consequences of their actions. That doesn't mean the mom's an asshole.
No.
That means the mom's doing something right.
Also, this is very clearly not like an accidental thing. This was out of spite from the kid because he wanted to download Fortnite, so he needed to make space on the Switch.
Yeah.
He deleted a couple of games to make space for it. He still broke the rule, but that's fine. The fact that the Stardew Valley save was deleted means he went out of his way to log on to Stardew and delete her save, which was not necessary at all for like making space for the game.
Yeah.
So it was very clearly he had bad intent behind it. If it was just like, oh, he deleted games, put Fortnite on there, but like no save files were lost and everything, he still did a wrong thing, but like it's like fine. It's just a 13-year-old being stupid. But like, no, this was like spiteful and intentful. And
there's a newborn baby involved in this too, where it's like this mom has to be so fucking tired and is just doing her goddamn best.
She just wants to play some Stardew Valley, man, and then she logs on.
She
and
just
it's
wants
all
to
fucked up.
relax.
Ugh.
And it's all fucked. Like, that sucks.
I've heard multiple stories of this in general, but specifically of Stardew Valley saves being deleted by people, by like spiteful ex-girlfriends and boyfriends or friends. And like, I haven't played Stardew, but I know it's one of those games you can put like hundreds of hours onto one island.
You put so many hours into it.
And you build up this community. For it just to get deleted like that, oh my god. I can't imagine how annoying that would be. I get upset when I lose 5 minutes of editing work on Premiere Pro. Like,
dude, the other day, I think I edited for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And then I don't know what the fuck I did. I like hit my keyboard in a weird way, and it like, I don't know what it did, because it didn't delete it. It like compiled the whole thing into like a video, but I still had like, there was still more editing to do.
Yep.
And then it just put it all together into one audio channel, one video channel, and that wasn't going to work. I lost like 10, 15 minutes, and I was just like, I was in a shitty mood for like an hour.
Yeah. I mean, 6 hours of my video footage corrupt for my recent video. I didn't edit it for 3 months because of how annoyed I was.
Yeah.
I think if that happened to me on Stardew, I don't know if I'd want to play again after that. That's like so much time and commitment.
Because you have to restart and do everything over again, and that sucks.
Yeah, and like some games I do like with like RuneScape or Skyrim, like starting is almost the most fun part sometimes. But after like putting in like 500 hours into something to have it deleted, like starting over is fun, but I like starting over knowing that I still have that other account left or playthrough that I've put time in. If that just gets deleted, that's just horrific.
100%.
Yeah. So, comments. Not the asshole. He's 13, he knows better. He has access to Fortnite on all other systems, so the fact that he ignored your one wish about gaming is ridiculous. He's lucky you didn't delete the games and his progress. Response. He's done it on purpose in the hopes that deleting her progress will leave the Switch open for him to play more often. There's no reason to go deleting the save files otherwise. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Sounds like a bratty child.
Yeah, not the asshole, and I'd block grandma from visiting. She's just enabling some very entitled behavior. 13 years old is absolutely old enough to know what he did. Password the shit out of everything and parental lock it all when you give it back. And he has to ask for everything all over again. I'm all for flexible parenting, but trust is earned. Yep, I agree.
I'd agree.
Yeah, yeah, the grandma in this situation is baffling to me.
Not helpful at all.
No.
I mean, she feels like the person that's should be close enough to the relationship where, like, first of all, you should be trying to help your daughter, I feel like, before your grandchild. Like, I feel like feasibly you should be more connected to the person you gave birth to and more typically on their side. But this feels like the person who's like, well, I'm not their mother, so it's more fun to side with the child. And it's fun to see them like me. So I'm gonna just support them no matter what. Like, even if it's for good reason or not.
I have heard a lot of Reddit stories where, like, either it's like a grandparent with a child that just like lets them get away with anything, or like a very typical one is like a mother and his son. This like lets his son get away with any bad behavior no matter what. Like if he's being a dickhead to his partner or to his friends, the mum will just let him get away with it because he's just my boy. He's just a boy. He's just a baby.
Yeah.
And it's just a
little guy.
It's just disregarding any sort of bad behavior for no reason whatsoever. Like, I don't believe in being like insanely strict about everything. So like I don't mind that she lets her kid play games, but like when he does something wrong like this, you should probably discipline him.
She's set up like good options. Like, I don't think she was strict or terrible at all.
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
So, back to like the how young you let your kids play games thing. I have someone I know through family that is letting their 2.5-year-old play on the Switch. And I'm like, 2.5 is kind of young to be playing on a Switch.
I don't know how a 2.5-year-old is like comprehending what they're doing.
Me neither. It's like,
on like a video game.
I started playing games when I was like 4 to 5. The first game I ever played was Crash Bandicoot on the PC when I was like 4 years old. But like that at that age, that's when you become conscious. I remember doing that. I like can like see myself doing it now. 2.5, yeah. You don't even like, you're not like really conscious at that point. I don't know how you understand what the fuck's going on. I think doing it that young is, I don't think, I'm not like a boomer where like, oh, video games will rot your brain type thing. But I think that's kind of crazy young. I think you should wait till you're like 4 or 5. And even at that point, the games you should be playing are like Pokemon or Mario, not like Fortnite or Roblox or anything like that.
No. Well, it's also, I think just giving kids a screen that young.
Yeah. Like, I would never give my kid an iPad like below 5.
No.
I'm not like.
And I understand that there's like a lot of parents now who they're like, you say that, but you don't have a kid. Like, it's so much easier to do that. I understand it's so much easier. Life isn't about doing what's easy.
It's about doing what's right. Yeah.
About doing what's right.
Like, when I was a kid, like, my parents still have these from when I was a kid. And maybe they don't get made anymore. Maybe they're more expensive. But, like, you can buy, like, a wooden train sets. And my niece and nephew will play with that shit for hours on end without getting bored.
Yeah.
Or
great.
Or you buy Lego, like, old Lego sets that aren't the super expensive ones.
Yes. Or you just go, you can find, like, go to a thrift store or go to like garage sales. People be selling Legos at garage sales. You just buy a tub and you're like, this is for my kid.
Or like teach your kid to enjoy reading early on or something. And like if you like
get them into books.
if a couple hours a day you want to put on like a kids TV show, fine, but it shouldn't be like 8 hours straight throughout the day. It should be like during dinner you can like watch something. Not the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't give my kid an iPad like just like unprompt, like just give it to them and just let them go ham. I'd give them an iPad in terms of like, oh, I'll put on this show for you, or I'll put on like maybe like an interactive thing to help you learn spelling or counting for a bit. But I think like there are kids out there that are genuinely playing Fortnite at like 4 years old, and I'm like, that shouldn't be happening.
It's crazy. You'll see like, I know it's not 4 years old at this point, but you'll see shit like 2018 in like the username, and you're like, what?
Yeah, there are like esports pros that are like 11 years old now. Why?
Crazy.
It's insane. Obviously,
that is insane.
We'll probably change our opinions a little bit, or maybe not change our opinions, but change what we actually do if we have kids.
Sure.
And I know you can't do everything as ideal as you want it to be, but I think you should at least strive for it. I feel like a lot of parents give up too easily, and like people I know are just like, it's too hard, I'm just going to give them the gaming console, rather than like trying harder to like entertain them in other ways. Because the issue is, and like I've seen this because I've seen like teachers on TikTok or YouTube talk about them noticing kids that have iPads and gaming consoles at home struggle way more in school. And even someone I know, again, is struggling an insane amount in like kindergarten, grade 1 school, probably due to the amount of like screen time they have. Because like you get that instant gratification, you get a bunch of colors and sounds in your face. You go to school, it's a lot of like boring, slow reading and stuff. So
the attention
messes with
span's
them.
gone. You combine that with like, depending on the age of the kid, like COVID and not having really important developmental years for like, not even just education, but just socializing. I like it could be really tough.
Yeah. And like, I know you maybe can do this like 4 or 5 year olds, but once your kids are like 6, 7, if you're on a weekend or even just during the weekday, send them to play sport or dance or something for like 2 hours. Like two or three times a week when I was younger, I was playing sport for like an hour or two, like after school or on the weekend. That's like a good chunk of time. You can take time because like usually you don't have to be there. There's a coach and like other parents or stuff watching over your kids. So you take that time to do the stuff you need to. Yeah. And then I don't know. I don't have an issue at all with giving kids games because I had a PS2 when I was 4 and a DS when I was 5. But I think it's the type of games that they're playing and how old they are. And like once a kid shows
that could really make a difference.
And also once a kid shows that type of like bad behavior around it, that's when you need to take it away. Like, I don't think I had any really negative traits around it. I'd play games a lot, but I don't think they affected me in like a super negative way, apart from probably attention span.
It's also, it depends on what they're playing, because you're right. Like if they're playing like Pokemon, like that's great for like kids. But if they're playing like, or if they're just like watching Cocomelon, where it's just like slop.
Yeah.
Like it's just bright colors and noises and flashes, and it's like, no, like throw on like Sesame Street, throw on like good like educational kid shows that are
that's
still,
what
like,
I plan to do. I fully plan like when I have kids to like find like the type of shows I grow up with, or like 90s kids shows, instead of like the YouTube kids stuff. Because I've seen some of the YouTube kids stuff because like my nephews watch it, and it is, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's bad, and it's like, if you're smart enough to like really understand what's going on as an adult, you're like, oh, this is really bad. Like a lot of times it can be kind of like manipulative and like weird. Not necessarily to the people watching, but like, I don't know, it's weird. It's also people who are like family accounts and it's just them and their kids, like they're using their kids a lot of times. And that's terrible. And there's no laws against it.
I think YouTube's cracked down on it. Like kids content doesn't get monetized as well anymore, but it is weird, for sure.
But yeah, in short, not the asshole.
No, not the arsehole. I think
just keep on trucking.
We've had a lot of not the arseholes. Definitely the biggest arsehole is the gaming room guy. That dude sucks.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And he wasn't the person posting. I think the closest we've had to the person posting the asshole is the teenager, which I don't know if I'd go full on asshole.
What, the girlfriend being cringe? That person?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the posters, that's like the only arsehole, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let us know in the comments what you thought of the stories, if you have any points or similar stories. if you want us to read more Reddit stories, more I'm the Arseholes or other things, let us know in the comments. I think it was a pretty fun episode. I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, I'd agree. That was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Throwing it back, if you have Game Boy games that you want me to play and talk about, let me know. I'm looking for some gems.
Yeah, if you have some Game Boy games that I can delete off Chad's Game Boy. So
yeah, if you could delete all of my my stuff so he can download Fortnite on the Game Boy.
Yes.
Let us know.
Exactly. Yeah, that's been it for this week. See you next time.
All right. See you next time.
Peace.